You're smart, you're savvy, you're a college student, and you're on a budget. Today we're going to talk about 5 simple tips for college students that are on a budget. Hi, and welcome once again. My name is Letitia, and you are watching Young Finances TV, where we talk about everything you need to budget, invest, and achieve success. Today, we're talking about 5 tips for college students who are living on a budget. You're in college, and you're really just trying to make sure that you can make it through your classes. You're studying, you're doing everything that you can so that you can get out of school and finally live the life that you want to live. But until then, you've got to work with the budget that you've got. So tip 1 to being a college student on a budget is to create a budget. You might not think that you need to create a budget because, you probably have very few expenses. Your housing is likely taken care of. Either you're living on campus or you're living with your parents. Your food is probably taken care of. Either your parents are feeding you or you have a meal plan, but maybe that doesn't fit you. Maybe you don't fit that description. You're taking care of yourself already, even though you're in college. I did that. I was in college, but I was working 2 jobs. At one point, I had 3 jobs, and I was going to school full time, and I was living on my own, and then I lived on campus. So I understand how important it is to live with a budget as a college student. Decide on the most important things. So you've got your books, obviously, that you need to take care of. Maybe it's being taken care of with a scholarship, but you need to remember that there are certain items that you do need to pay for, and learning how to budget now while you're in college is going to really help you once you get out of college. So your budget might not include very many essential items. It might only include the fun stuff like partying and shopping and doing all of those things that college students do. But it's important to go ahead and start practicing and start creating your budget now. Tip 2 for being a college student on a budget is to start making some money. Work your hustles, work your talents, maybe work a part-time job. This is the time to get experience for the career that you're wanting to leap into, or to get experience honing those talents and those skills that you have. So let's say you're going to school to be a graphic designer. You can start doing projects on the side while you're in school and maybe getting paid for that, or even take an unpaid internship to build up the experience that you need, and continue doing some projects on the side. That way you'll have some more income coming in. It'll make budgeting that much easier. Tip 3 for being a college student on a budget is watch your grocery budget. If you're eating on campus, even with a meal plan, you likely will want some different food than what the college offers. I know at my college we had the main dining hall, but then we also had some other places around campus where you could get something different. Some of them had some healthier options, others had the nice junky stuff, and it was really good to have the extra cash that I had coming in from my part-time job so that I could kind of deviate outside of the meal plan. But I also cooked some food for myself. I did have a grocery budget. If you're having a hard time, maybe you don't have a meal plan and you're trying to be in college and you have to feed yourself and you don't want to live on ramen noodles, then you're going to have to create a grocery budget. I've got a great video on how to budget for groceries, so you should definitely check that out if that's what you're doing, if you're budgeting for groceries. Tip 4 for college students on a budget is to watch your spending habits. Watch the things that you're spending that you might not even think about or realize that you're spending money on. I went shopping every single weekend, and I was doing it consciously. I knew that I was going shopping. I knew that I was buying all these extra things that I probably didn't need, but I enjoyed it. It was an outlet for me, and it was a fun activity. So watch your spending habits. While you're in college, you want to live like a college student so that you don't have to live like a college student once you graduate. I definitely didn't live like a college student, which is why after graduating, I spent about 3 years living like a college student on a very lean budget so that I could pay off all of the debt that I racked up while I was in school. And finally, tip number 5 for college students on a budget, learn to live on less. It's important to get into the habit of living on less than what you earn, because when you live on less, then you have an opportunity to save more, and and you can really reach those goals that you want to reach. So if you want to save money for travel and you live on less than what you make, then you can travel more often. If you want to save money for retirement and you live on less than what you make, then you can retire sooner. So you have more options when you live on less than you make. If you can save 50% of your income, then you can join the Save Half Club, which I will leave a link to down below because it's a really awesome club and we support each other in saving half of our income. So those are my tips for college students, especially when you're on a budget. If you have more questions and you want to chat, then leave a comment in the box below and I will be sure to get back to you on your questions about being a college student. If you have suggestions for other videos that you'd like me to do, make sure that you leave those down below as well. I really appreciate your suggestions. Be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.